The theme that I picked was to recognize World War I 100 years ago. Last year we did acknowledge it, but we didn't call out any of the veterans. And when I did see on the Honey Brook honor roll some names, and some of them are from wars previous, and many of their memories get lost over time. But this was an opportunity, as I said, I wanted to recognize a World War I veteran. I did, if I could bear with me for just a moment, I did come across a poem from that era. There's a group of poets called the War Poets, and the poem Aftermath from Siegfried Sassoon. Have you forgotten yet? From the world's events have rumbled on since the Gorgon days, like traffic checked by the crossing of city ways. And the haunted gap in your mind has filled your thoughts with that flow, like clouds in a lit heaven of life, and you're a man reprieved to go, taking your peaceful share of time with joy to spare. But this past is just the same, and war's bloody game. Have you forgotten yet? Look down and swear by the slain of the war that you'll never forget. Do you remember the dark months you held the sector at Nemetz, the nights you withered and wired and dug and piled sandbags on the parapets? Do you remember the rats and the stench of the corpses rotting in front of the frontline trench? And dawn coming, dirty, white, and chill with a hopeless rain. Did you ever stop and ask, is this all going to happen again? Do you remember that hour of din before the attack? And the anger and the blind compassion that seized and shook you then, as you peered at the doomed and haggard faces of your men. Do you remember the stretcher cases lurching back with dying eyes and lolling heads, those ashen gray masks of the lads who were once keen and kind and gay? Have you forgotten yet? Look up and swear by the green of the spring that you'll never forget. So, those words I felt were pretty strong about the sentiment of World War I, those men and women who were hoping that this would be the last war we would encounter. And thank you again to the Kuhfuss family.